Welcome back to the Travel Psychic, where intuition meets adventure, and every journey becomes a lesson your spirit remembers forever. Today's topic? Phew, it's a powerful one. Because too many travelers are losing hundreds of dollars, quietly, silently, and sometimes in the very first few minutes of their trip. Not because they're careless, but because they simply don't know what to avoid. And trust me, I've seen things. I've experienced things. I've watched people fall into traps that look harmless on the outside, but underneath, they are draining your wallet dry. So today, I'm revealing the 7 biggest tourist mistakes that can cost you money, time, and peace of mind. Some of these mistakes nearly ruined my own trip. So listen closely, because each of these lessons is a true story. Let's begin. Mistake number 1. Trusting friendly. Airport helpers. The moment you land in a new country, your energy is open. Your mind is in travel mode, and that's exactly when scammers strike. Let me tell you a true story I witnessed in Istanbul. A woman had just landed, jet-lagged, tired, and confused. A friendly helper rushed toward her with a smile. "Madam, let me help you with your bags. Don't strain yourself." The woman thought she got lucky. The helper grabbed her 2 suitcases and walked confidently ahead.
When they arrived outside, he stopped and said, "Okay, my service is $40.
40. For carrying bags 10 meters. The woman froze. She didn't know what to do. And that's the trap. They use confidence, speed, and fake politeness to disarm you. This is how travelers lose their first money, before even leaving the airport. How to avoid this? Only accept help from official airport staff. They wear badges. Keep your bag close and say confidently, "No, thank you." If someone touches your bag without permission, take it back immediately. A tourist is most vulnerable right after arriving, and scammers know that. Mistake 32. Using airport currency exchange. Listen. Airports are convenient, yes, but they are also the most expensive places on earth to exchange money. I met a traveler in Dubai who shared this true story. He exchanged $300 at the airport. When he got to his hotel, he checked the rates again. Do you know the real value of his cash? $180. He lost $120 instantly, just because of terrible airport rates. Airports take advantage of travelers in a rush, especially those who didn't research beforehand. What to do instead? Use a local ATM for the best exchange rate. Exchange only a tiny emergency amount at the airport. Compare rates on mobile apps before traveling. The travel psychic inside me always says, the airport is where excitement blinds tourists, and money disappears easily. Mistake number 3. Booking a cheap hotel far from city center. Ha! This one will surprise you. A hotel looks cheap online. $25–40 per night. Beautiful pictures. Cute little room. Everything seems perfect until you arrive. Suddenly, it's far from the city. Taxis cost a fortune. Nothing is walkable. Street feels unsafe at night. Or the room looks nothing like the pictures. I once booked a budget-friendly hotel in Morocco. The room was far outside the city. Every time I wanted to go anywhere, taxis charged me $12–18 one way. Do the math. It adds up quickly. By the end of the trip, I spent more on transportation than I saved on the hotel. How to avoid this? Choose hotels near the city center or major transportation routes. Read recent reviews carefully. Use maps to see what's around. Don't trust photos alone. Cheap hotels can end up costing you hundreds if they trap you in a bad location. Mistake number 4. Overpaying for tours on the spot. Let me tell you about a man I met in Kenya. He wanted to take a safari tour. He walked up to a stall and asked the price.
The vendor smiled and said, "Only today, last seats, group leaving in 10 minutes.
The man panicked. Fear of missing out. He paid $140. Later that day, he checked online. The exact same tour was $45. This is how tourists lose hundreds. Pressure fake urgency. Emotional manipulation. These vendors know what they're doing. They want you anxious, rushing, excited. not thinking clearly. Avoid by checking online rates first. Asking 2 to 3 different vendors, never buying a tour under pressure. If they say last seats, trust me, there are always more seats somewhere else. Mistake number 5, not using an eSIM or local data. Let me be honest, a traveler without internet is like a traveler without intuition. You can't check taxi prices, you can't check your hotel route, you can't read reviews, you can't translate anything, and worst of all, you become a target. One tourist in France used his home network roaming. By the time he returned home, his bill was $300. Why? Because he didn't know that simple data usage overseas is extremely expensive. How to stay safe? Buy an eSIM, Iralo, Holafly, etc., or buy a local SIM when you arrive. Always know where you are using maps internet as protection. It saves you from losing hundreds. Mistake number 6, falling for taxi scams. Taxis. One of the oldest travel traps. I have seen everything, and trust me, taxi scams exist everywhere, even in countries you think are safe. Here are the tactics. 1. My meter is broken. They charge you anything they want. 2. Taking the long route. A 10-minute trip becomes 35 minutes. 3. No change. You pay extra because they can't break your money. 4. Fake taxis. They look like taxis, but they are not registered. One tourist in Bangkok went to the city center. A fake taxi charged him $80 for a ride that should be $12. Protect yourself by using Uber, Bolt, Careem, Grab. Agreeing on the price before entering, tracking your route live on your phone. Avoiding taxis that approach you first. If they come to you, they want your money, not your safety. Mistake number 7, buying authentic souvenirs in the wrong places. Oh yes, this one hurts. Tourists love souvenirs, and sellers love tourists. I once saw a traveler in Turkey buy a handmade lamp for $100. Later that day, we walked past a local market and saw the exact same lamp. For $12, tourists lose hundreds because sellers tell emotional stories. They pretend items are rare, they offer fake discounts. What to do instead? Buy souvenirs in local markets, not tourist areas. Compare at least 3 prices. Never buy the first thing that impresses you. Remember, tourist areas are designed to empty your wallet, not give you value. Final recap. Beautiful souls. Let's rewind. These are the 7 tourist mistakes that silently take your money. 1. Trusting friendly airport helpers. 2. Airport currency exchange. 3. Booking cheap faraway hotels. 4. Buying tours on the spot. 5. No eSIM or local data. 6. Taxi scams. 7. Souvenir traps near tourist attractions. If you avoid these, you will save hundreds, travel with peace, and move with the intuition of a true travel psychic. You will walk with confidence, you will move with awareness, and scammers will stay far away from you. Thank you for watching, beautiful souls. If this video opened your eyes, if it saved you money, if it protected your next journey, then please go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe to The Travel Psychic. Your support helps this community grow, and it allows me to bring you even deeper travel truths, real stories, and psychic guidance. Until next time, travel with intuition, travel with wisdom, and travel with love.